Hello there, good morning to you. This is Kakaaki Social Amrena Obozeghie, TGIF. Welcome to Friday. Now, do you remember that Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu joined the swearing-in ceremony of his South Africa's counterpart, Cyril Ramaphosa, on Wednesday? Do you also remember that clips and clips of him trended, allegedly being snubbed, refused handshake by the host? It was the biggest trend on the streets of social media up until mid-Thursday. Well, let's see.
Huh?
Huh?
Hi. Hi.
In order to
The book on Aquaka, the book on Akuziaka. The book on Akuziaka.
which will include
Hi.
national anthem.
They told us when he's greeting the orchestra must just play.
Dear.
They told us when he's greeting the orchestra must just play.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, and congratulations also. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Who doubles as the chairman of ECOWAS be given a backseat at the event within the same continent. Well, on Thursday, President Tinubu shared pictures of himself receiving Ramaphosa for a bilateral meeting, according to him. He says discussions focused on strengthening cooperation and enhancing the economic ties between Nigeria and South Africa. He is dedicated to mutual respect. That's Tinubu talking right there, and those are the clips of their meeting yesterday as shared. Does not exist. So these guys actually went a plead with President Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa to meet with Tinubu, Mr. Tinubu. The meeting presents a wonderful opportunity for Mr. Tinubu's press crew to snap pictures and took videos of them together just to deceive Nigerians. Also in reaction to that is I Am Ife, who says, what APC? Okay, so for O-Square, it says, we, the associate members of Nigerians, whaling whalers, are extremely concerned that the president of the purported giant of Africa was seated in a back row. Since this does not bother you, it bothers us, the whalers, that Nigeria is being intentionally relegated to the background in Africa, the continent you claim to be the giant. More thought will be from this user who says, I remember Professor Mumba saying that Nigeria's problem is not that of leadership alone, but also of followership. In my view, Nigeria probably has the worst followers in the world. Followers who rejoice that their president was ignored in South Africa are terrible followers. Okay, so in more reactions and development on the space of social media today, one of the spokespersons of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, Kenneth Okonkwo, has hinted on dumping the party at will because he's not impressed. He refers to the leadership of the LUP as a bunch of jokers, criminals for returning themselves members of the National Working Committee. Well, Okonkwo in an interview stresses that he is only interested in a working Nigeria, not a party, not any politician, and so he's open to joining or rejoining any other political party as change is constant.
Of integrity, I don't rule out going back to anything because change is constant. My own Labour Party is not impressing me. So what are you talking? Assuming they continue in this trajectory where they cannot even hold acceptable national convention, then you tell me I'll be there. The only thing I look and fight for and seek is the new Nigeria that I'm praying for the beginning. Not party, not any politician.
All right, let's see some reactions at this point. Awele says, has Kenneth Okonkwo forgotten so soon that he was in the political wilderness while in APC? His voice commanded attention and respect only as an obedient and Labour Party member. He should think and tread carefully. Also in reaction, this user says, this is very sad from Kenneth Okonkwo. If you want to jump ship, do that, but please don't insult the party that might have their internal issues. But trust me, this isn't the way to go about it. All political parties in Nigeria lack political ideology. And in another reaction to this, Obasi says, the APC strategy at work. First, they started with Reno Omokri, then Daniel Bwala for PDP. After they succeeded, they moved to Labour Party, Doyin Okukpe, and now Kenneth Okonkwo, and NNPP will be next. Maybe they will get Buba Galadima and one other person. Well, it's looking like 2-2, not sure. And then this user says, Kenneth Okonkwo is preparing grounds to chop some corn. And you know that corn is Agbado and it's identified with the PD, APC, if you remember that. He says, the future of the youth lies in the hands of the youth. Trust these career politicians at your peril. Look and learn from what is happening in Kenya. My dear young people, your destinies are in your own hands. And just in case you missed what is happening in Kenya, we had it on the show yesterday that youths are protesting new taxes that were introduced in their new finance bills, but then they have been reversed because of their protests. But then we had some people who were arrested, about 200 of them, including journalists. Now, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi has been dethroned a second time. First by the Abdullahi Ganduje state government, and now a federal high court sitting in Kano state. The court set aside the new Emirate Law 2024 that removed Aminu Bayero and 4 other first-class emirs in the state. But there is a twist. The state government insists that Lamido is the emir of Kano state, and so he would remain despite the court's ruling, adding that it would go ahead and demolish the mini palace where Bayero is. And those are the clips right there, and Sanusi. So it's going to be, or it's looking like it would be a long day in Kano State season films, apparently. But let's see how netizens are finding this. Belief says Sanusi will win this case. The state government is in charge of traditional affairs. If there is anything that the state assembly didn't do well in amending the laws, they will go back to revisit it. It's simple as that. And in another reaction, Ose says, congratulations, Kano State government, for staying firm on their decision. Where was the judiciary when Ganduje illegally removed Ganduje? Guess that was Sanusi right there. And he says, where was judiciary when Wike played PDP and River State? Judiciary needs to clean up its image. More reactions to this one is coming from Bashir Ahmad, who says, from the look of it, this Kano Emirate saga is too far from over. It's likely to be a prolonged court battle. My only concern is that it will distract the Kano government from their primary responsibilities, leaving them to focus more on this issue, which has clearly no end in sight. And then HAD says, where are the non-partisan Kano elders, Council of Ulamas, and it says, I think an in-house dialogue between the two brothers would be a bad idea. Power comes from Allah. Well, you also need to fight a good fight of faith, even though power comes from God. And then it's TGIF, Happy Hour, which is a very, very great day for all the glitz and glamour from Owambe. So today, I take you back to the 2024 Ojude Oba celebration in Ogun State, a festival that honors the Abujale and paramount ruler of Ijebu land, Oba Sikiru Adetono, for his purposeful leadership. It also celebrates the rich traditions of the Ijebu people, drawing notable figures from near and far. For this year, the federal government disclosed that they have a desire to plan activities that will list the festival as one of those that are backed by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, which is UNESCO. But let's see, summarily, what it was like while it lasted. Oh my God, Yoruba people, no debates. Now I get them. Well, let's see the picture of the year. It could definitely pass for that. We learned that this is Farouk Oreagba. He's the managing director and the CEO of Nigeria Clearing Limited. He's 58-year-old and then a former member of the Derivative Product Advisory Committee of the Nigeria Stock Exchange. I mean, this is and was the steez and the composure of this year. He's trended all times. He's even made more videos to say, I'm available just in case there is a deal you want us to do. But this picture has made most trends for this year. So yeah, next year, let's see how it goes. Maybe I would be in Yoruba land by then. Maybe not. Just kidding. So